Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Saturday, July 22, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link to our Patreon in the description and comments section below. San Diego Padres vs Detroit Tigers. I'm giving the edge to the Tigers in this matchup with the more talented Padres. Manning has been very good over his last 3 starts, going 17.1 innings pitched and allowing just 9 hits. He has an ERA of 2.60 and his WHIP is an impressive 0.69. The Tigers come in playing good baseball with 3 wins in their last 4 games and 5 out of their last 7. The Padres have been disappointing this season and look like a team that will be on the outside looking in during the playoffs. They were able to win 2 out of 3 against the Blue Jays, but have lost 4 out of their last 6 overall prior to last night's win. The team is hitting just .214 in the last 6 games and will struggle against Manning, who is pitching very well at the moment. Take the Tigers with the money line in a mild upset. The Detroit Tigers are not playoff ready yet, but they have shown improvement in 2023. The team is currently in 3rd place in the AL Central Division and has been able to showcase some of the team's young players while ushering out some of the veterans, including future Hall of Famer Miguel Cabrera, playing out his final season. The Tigers come into this series after taking 3 of 4 games from the Royals in Kansas City to start the week. On Friday night, the Tigers fell behind by 5 runs and were unable to come all the way back in a 5-4 loss to the Padres. Our total pick is over. San Francisco Giants vs Washington Nationals. The Giants have been playing much better than the Nationals recently. The Giants have won 11 of their last 15 games, while the Nationals have lost 13 of their last 15 games. The Giants are also a better team on the road than the Nationals are at home. The Giants have a 3-1 record with a 2.96 ERA in their last 4 road games, while the Nationals have a 1-2 record with a 6.15 ERA in their last 4 home games. The Giants are also facing a pitcher who has been struggling. Irvin has only won 1 game in his last 11 starts. The Giants pitcher, Wood, has been better on the road than at home this season. He has a 3-1 record with a 2.96 ERA in his last 4 road games. I believe that the Giants will win this game. I am confident in this prediction because of the Giants' recent success, the Nationals' recent struggles, and the fact that the Giants are facing a struggling pitcher. In their first 3 games set, these two tallied a combined 9.3 total runs per game, with the under going 2-1 in that set. Wood has been strong for the Giants this season, bouncing between roles without too many hiccups. He's allowed just 1 earned run over his last 2 outings. Irvin has allowed at least a run in all but 1 of his starts this season, but has only once allowed 6 earned runs and has given up 2 or fewer earned runs in 6 of his starts this season. I don't like the Nationals' offense to do a whole lot in this one, and while the Giants may be rolling, I don't think they put up enough to carry us over here. Take the under 8.5 runs. Philadelphia Phillies vs Cleveland Guardians. The Guardians have been hitting home runs at a much higher rate in July than they have been all season. They are on pace for their best month of the season in terms of home runs. Bibee has been a strong pitcher at home this season and he has continued his hot arm into July. He has also limited the home runs, which have been a staple for the Phillies, given their lack of extra base hits. Wheeler has been pitching well under the lights, but home runs have also been an issue for him on the road and this month. I believe that the Guardians will win this game. I am confident in this prediction because of the Guardians' recent success at home, Bibee's recent performance, and the fact that the Phillies have struggled to hit home runs on the road. Neither of these offenses has been consistent in terms of hitting for extra bases or in their ability to drive runners in. The Phillies hit bottom 10 in strikeout rate and the Guardians have the lowest home run rate in the league. As touched on, Bibee has tossed well into July, and even in his poor throwing splits, Wheeler has been able to rack up Ks both on the road and at night. Look for each pitcher to find some success here and keep the opposing offenses at bay. The play is the under 8 runs. New York Mets vs Boston Red Sox. The Mets and Red Sox are on 2 different levels this season. The Mets have a -11 run differential, while the Red Sox have a +35 run differential. The Mets have also been struggling offensively, averaging 3.44 runs per game in their last 9 games. The Red Sox, on the other hand, have been on fire offensively, averaging 6.22 runs per game in their last 9 games. I believe that the Red Sox will win this game. I am confident in this prediction because of the Red Sox's recent success, their home field advantage, and the Mets' recent struggles. When looking at the last 7 starts for both pitchers, they have been doing well. Max Scherzer is -1 with a 4.35 ERA and a 1.19 WHIP over 41.1 innings, while James Paxton is 4-1 with a 3.15 ERA and a 0.93 WHIP in 40 innings during that stretch. These bullpens have been struggling, but doing well enough as Boston is 12th with a 3.82 reliever ERA, while New York is 20th with a 4.23 bullpen ERA. Take under 9.5 runs in this game as it seems to be the better option here. Atlanta Braves vs Milwaukee Brewers. The Braves have been on a roll on the road, winning their last 6 series. The Brewers, on the other hand, have been struggling at home, losing 2 of their last 3 series. The Braves' offense and pitching staff have both been thriving on the road. They rank in the top 10 in the league in almost all key categories, including average runs scored per game, batting average, and team ERA. The Brewers, on the other hand, rank low in both slugging percentage and batting average. Hauser has struggled at times at American Family Field this season. He has a 1-1 record with a 4.03 ERA over starts and 1 relief appearance. He has lasted only 4 innings in 3 of his 4 starts. He has allowed 25 hits in 22.1 innings pitched at home. I believe that the Braves will win this game. I am confident in this prediction because of the Braves' recent success on the road, their strong offense and pitching staff, and the Brewers' struggles at home. The Brewers have gone under the run total in 7 straight games. 4 of the 6 games played between these two teams overall last season went under the run total, and only 17 runs in total were scored during the 3 games set in Milwaukee. The Braves hit a lean .173 with a .279 during the series. Atlanta has an elite pitching staff this season. They rank first in the majors in team ERA on the road with 3.48. The Brewers rank towards the bottom of the league in several key offensive categories, including average runs scored per game, slugging percentage, and batting average, so the odds they can score quickly in bunches versus Atlanta's elite staff are low. Atlanta's red-hot offense was cooled off during their last 3 games on the road, producing a .180 batting average with a .290 slugging percentage versus the White Sox. Hauser has pitched very effectively recently, compiling a 2.91 ERA and 1.48 WHIP over his previous 5 starts. The Braves have gone under the run total in 3 of their last 4 games on the road. The trends support a lower scoring affair between these two teams on Saturday. Take the under 9 runs. Chicago White Sox vs Minnesota Twins. The Twins and White Sox have both been scoring a decent amount of runs lately, with the Twins averaging 4.6 runs in their last 10 games and the White Sox averaging 5.09 runs in their last 11 games. However, the Twins' bullpen has been much better than the White Sox's bullpen. The Twins' bullpen has a 3.70 ERA, which is 6th in the league, while the White Sox's bullpen has a 4.66 ERA, which is 27th in the league. I believe that the Twins will win this game. I am confident in this prediction because of the Twins' strong bullpen and the White Sox's struggling bullpen. When looking at the starting pitcher splits, these teams have done well as Dylan Cease is 3-1 with a 4.33 ERA and a .234 batting average against in 10 road games, while Sonny Gray is 3-2 with a 3.00 ERA and a .235 opposing batting average in 10 home starts thus far. Neither offense is hitting well throughout the month of July, as Minnesota is 12th with a .2514 batting average, while Chicago is 17th in the sport with a .242 batting average as a whole. Go with under 8 runs in this game to hit. Houston Astros vs Oakland Athletics. The Astros and A's have been on opposite ends of the spectrum at the plate recently. The Astros are averaging 5.22 runs in their last 23 games, while the A's are scoring 3.5 runs in their last 24 games. The Astros bullpen has also been much better than the A's bullpen. The Astros bullpen has a 3.70 ERA, which is 7th in the league, while the A's bullpen has a 5.70 ERA, which is last in the league. I believe that the Astros will win this game by more than 1 run. I am confident in this prediction because of the Astros' strong offense and bullpen and the A's struggling offense and bullpen. Both offenses should tee off these starting pitchers as they have been awful in their last 7 starts. Christian Javier is 1-0 with a 7.16 ERA and a 1.65 WHIP over 32.2 innings in that stretch, while Paul Blackburn is 1-2 with a 5.35 ERA and a 1.57 WHIP in 33.2 innings. When looking at these offenses in the last couple of weeks, these teams have shown the ability to score enough runs. The Astros are scoring 4.78 runs in their last 9 games, while the Athletics are averaging 3.4 runs in their previous 10 games. Take over 7.5 runs as the play for the total.